Welcome to Behind the Veil. Now, here is your transformational coach, Tammy Hawks.
Okay, so I love to start these with an intention because intention precedes everything. So my intention is to really, since we have just this short nugget of time, is to bring you as far as I can on your journey, to assist you on your journey in your healing process as much as humanly possible in this short period of time. And if there was one thing that I could give you on this call that would make the biggest difference in your life right now, what would that one thing be?
I would say it's self-forgiveness. As a mom, that's probably one of the hardest things you guys got to do because you feel like you don't have enough time, but then you feel like you're stuck in between the past, the future, and moving forward. You know what I mean? So I would say that probably.
Okay. And when you say self-forgiveness, what do you think that you're holding against yourself the most?
Not getting enough done, maybe, and feeling like there's always still more to get done. Still, you know what I mean? Still so much of a task still to get through, I guess, as well.
Okay. And if there was something you were holding against yourself, what else do you think that would be?
I'm like, that's a hard, because again, I've been through physically different surgeries as well. I have a woman condition called endometriosis. So
Yeah, I was reading that.
Yeah.
15 surgeries. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, not including the dental work. I was just at a dentist myself. But yeah, they're all laparoscopic surgery, which means kind of like tiny surgeries. But I just had a hysterectomy over 2 years, about 2 years ago now. So that one was my last surgery. That was major, I would say. But with appendicitis, laparoscopic surgeries, hernia, and the hysterectomy itself, I've been through 15.
Wow.
And that does not include having birth. I didn't have to.
And that's from like the waist down, yeah?
Mhm.
15 from the waist down. Wow.
Correct.
That is interesting. I want to get to the bottom of that for sure. But before we do, I would love, I was reading your stuff and you have come out of pretty recently a 13-year marriage relationship with your ex.
Yes.
And tell me a little bit about your marriage. What kind of went wrong with you guys?
Well, we weren't officially married, but we were living together for that long. And I believe where we went wrong was we were just two separate beings trying to combine our, teamwork, thought process, and family life, and it just did not. He had a total different perspective of what maybe I should be doing and what he was doing, and I thought we should go to counseling, but he assumed that it was just me and that I should work on my own issues, which again I was up for clearly, but we couldn't decide or agree with where we were going forward in our life, and I felt more of his roommate than I did a partner.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so if you could give me like maybe digging a little bit deeper.
Sure.
Maybe the top 3 biggest sources of tension within your marriage.
I would say the work with the kids was, everything was unbalanced. I was doing a lot on my own. I felt like I was in a single relationship the whole time. He was on his own schedule. He was the worker, and obviously I was at home with the kids, dealing with the surgeries and everything else. So I would say not having equal balance with kids. He was more of just doing when he wanted to come in, be a family and do things. And then for the good parts, and I had to deal with the rest of it. Mm-hmm. And then I would say the money, he controlled all the money because I didn't have, a lot, or I had part-time jobs. So I didn't have the basis or the chunk of the bills to pay. So he would be controlling over that and what I could pay and how I would pay it. And then let's see. And then not being heard. Oh my God. I couldn't even say anything without feeling like I was, being belittled or judged, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Don't charge her. All right. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Here, I'm just trying to see if this would work. Is this one? I'm here. Perfect. I was just making sure I had my charger readily available. It's not dead, but with the kids and these charging, they take everything.
Mm-hmm.
They take everything. So I have it just in case. Excuse me.
Yeah, no, very much like it to be plugged in because we don't want to lose connection on this.
No, no. And again, haven't really gotten a chance to speak to anybody about a lot of these things. So it's very important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like I told you, my goal is to bring you as far as I can on your journey
Mm-hmm.
as possible in this short period of time so that you have clarity moving forward. Because what I find with the people that come on my podcast is they're really struggling with clarity,
Okay.
with the next step, like what they
Yeah.
need to work on next. And that's what I feel from you is that, you know, if we do not heal, then what happens is we tend to attract the same kind of man,
Oh, yeah.
which is why love relationships is my expertise, because what I hope to identify on this call is your pattern. And then even more clearly, why you've attracted this particular pattern, how that ties into your first 5 years of life,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so that you have the power to shift it.
Yeah.
Because when we're pre-programmed in those first 5 years, we don't even realize it until we go out into our life, meaning our adult life,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
we start to attract certain things, and we're like, "Whoa, why was I drawn to this kind of man?
Mm-hmm.
Why did I attract these kind of relationships?"
Mm-hmm.
And there's always the answer that lies within you, which is the belief system. So,
Absolutely. Oh, I've been working
my
on that one.
yeah. So my goal is to find those beliefs that drew him to you
Okay.
and really where you want to shift those. So I'm going to have you give me a little more because you said, which I think is what a lot of women go through when they are dominantly the caretakers, the house, at the house taking care of the kids in the house, and the husband is out supporting the family. This sort of imbalance
Mm-hmm.
is pretty common. Okay. Are you, oh, you're trying to find a spot for your iPad.
Yeah, I'm trying to find this. When I was sitting back there, my back on the edge was killing me. So I'm trying to, sorry, kind of my condition, especially with everything going on. I'm always moving. All right.
Okay.
Perfect. I think this will be perfect for me. And you can see me and I'm plugged in. So this is great. Sorry about that.
Yes. No, it's okay. I'm going to have you get into a position um, very soon where you relax.
Oh, perfect.
I'm going to have you, hopefully you can be hands-free because I'm going to have you do a little process with your body.
Okay.
And we're going to tune into your body. I want to get some answers. And it's important to know as you find the perfect spot for that. It's important for you to know that the process in which I do, it's really utilizing your subconscious mind.
Okay.
So the reason I want to get you into a relaxed state is so that you can let go of the conscious part of your mind. So we can
Gotcha.
tap into the lower parts of mind where all your beliefs are stored. So there might be times where your conscious mind will come in and be like, "Hey, what is this? Is this weird? Is this working?" and kind of chatter, right? And I want you to really, when that happens, just kind of tag it as like, "Oh, these are just the thoughts. This is just my mind," and sort of let them go and sink back into the process.
Kind of
Okay.
like a meditation or so.
Yeah, it's exactly like a meditation. And it's also what I see with you is like you have a very active neurological system. Your nervous system is bzzz. It's the reason why you have a hard time being still is because you have a very active nervous system. And what that
Okay.
tells me is there's lots of trauma that hasn't been dealt with.
Makes sense. Makes
Yeah, yeah.
sense.
So get yourself in a nice,
Okay.
relaxed position. I'm going to have you get to a place where you can make your spine really straight,
You got it.
um, your feet flat on the ground if you can.
Okay.
And I just want you to start to become aware of your breath.
All right. With my nose.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Okay. So take a deep breath in, closing your eyes. That's right. And as you take a deep breath in, I want you to just see and notice, experience the breath coming all the way in. So deep, long, slow breaths. And with every exhale out, I want you to just imagine releasing resistance. With every muscle in your body, I want you to just sort of give it permission to just relax, to let go, to release. That's right. And I want you to become aware that above your head is this big, beautiful, healing energy bubble. That's right. This energy bubble, you can give it any color that you'd like that feels the most healing, the most calming to you. What color would that be?
Pink.
Pink. Beautiful. So I want you to see this big pink healing bubble of energy right above your head. And I want you to imagine that you have like a moon roof at the top of your head. And I want you to easily allow that moon roof to open just naturally. And as it does, I want you to allow this pink, beautiful, healing, calming energy to move down through the top of that moon roof. And as it does, I want you to feel it relaxing each muscle, allowing each muscle to just surrender with this safe, beautiful, loving, healing energy coming down through your brain, both right and left hemispheres of the brain, filling each and every cell. And as it does, it's just pushing out any limiting belief, any limiting thought. That's right. Moving down, filling your eyes and your ears and your nose, your jaw, your mouth, your teeth with so much ease and grace and flow. And as it moves down, I want you to feel that it's penetrating each cell deeper, deeper, and deeper still. And I just want you to feel this pink energy filling your throat and your neck as it moves down, your shoulders, relaxing each muscle as it moves down your arms to your shoulders, your elbows, your fingers, filling your heart center. In fact, opening your heart center from every angle, allowing this beautiful healing pink energy to come in, relax and open. This safety, beautiful pink energy moving down to your stomach and your hips, and your knees, filling each organ as it moves down, shooting out your feet. I want you to take a deep breath in, and I want you to exhale this pink energy out like a bubble around your body. That's right. So your entire body is covered in this delicious, peaceful, pink healing energy. And with each breath you take and each beat of your heart, this pink energy is going deeper and deeper and deeper. That's right. And as long as you are in this pink bubble, you're safe and you're held and you're protected and you're loved. And while you're in this pink bubble, I'm going to have you turn your attention inward inside of your body. And as we're speaking about all these qualities that your ex had that caused you to feel controlled and judged, I want you to tune into the place in your body where you feel these emotions. So grab a hold of a moment or a memory you have where you felt judged and controlled by him, or it could be a series of memories. And I want you to notice that there is a place in your body where these emotions are stored or seem to be coming from. First impression, place your hand on it. Place your hand on that area. I can't see where your hand is, and that's okay. I just want you to notice that inside that area, there's a color associated to those emotions. First impression, what color is it?
Brown.
Brown. Perfect. I want you to see that brown color inside of your body, and it's actually projecting out from your body. And as you see it projecting out from your body, you witness, you become aware of an image attached to this projection. And in fact, this projection is the first memory of feeling this emotion. It's the very first time you felt this emotion. It's a memory. And I want you to allow this memory or this picture to become very, very clear. It could be one moment in time or it could be a series. Either way, it's just perfect. I want you to allow that image to get clear and let me know when you can identify what this image is.
Looks just like a being in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Are you alone or are you with someone?
with him.
You're with him.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me what's happening in this picture.
We're just talking.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like he's trying to persuade me to do different things
Mm-hmm.
that maybe I'm just not aligned with. That just wasn't my
Mm-hmm.
thoughts.
Mm-hmm. And so
And
what are you feeling in this moment?
ignored, confused,
Mm-hmm. What else?
disappointed
Mm-hmm. What are you disappointed in?
in the person that I thought he was versus the person he is.
Mm-hmm. What did you want from him that he wasn't giving you?
Open communication.
Mm-hmm.
Um, maybe like just questions, details, paying attention to just details.
What details did you want him to pay attention to?
The way certain words make me feel, or when I don't feel like talking or I want to stop talking, to be able to have that time and break,
Mm-hmm.
not just to call me angry
Mm-hmm.
or mad or that I have no point.
Mm-hmm. What do you want to tell him in this moment?
That it's okay to have different views and that we can always come back and talk about things later and not have to rush into a conversation.
Mm-hmm. What else?
That I'm not so angry and miserable, that I want to actually be happy and joyful.
Mm-hmm. What's keeping you from being happy and joyful?
Feeling like I could never fit in someone else's box, but I could never make them happy way.
Mm-hmm. Who told you you were supposed to fit in someone else's box?
I guess that's the way he made me feel. Never really said it, but it was kind of made me feel like everything I did was wrong. I was always too much, talk too loud. Everything I did would need to be altered or changed in a way to be a better person and a better mom.
Mm-hmm.
But I am still a good person, a great mom.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to look into your eyes in this moment. And I want you to see that brown bubble that this younger version of you is in. And I want you to understand that this brown bubble signifies the pain that she has not allowed herself to feel. And I want you to let her know that you've come all the way back from the future to feel this for her, knowing that all the pain that is not emoted from the body stays within the body. So I want you to let her know that you've come here to clear this for her, that you are her superhero, that you've come all the way back in time to be here in this moment for her to feel her feelings for her. And so this is going to be like threading a needle. You're going to move through that brown bubble until it's fully emoted, knowing it only takes 9 seconds to fully feel an emotion before it is gone, before it's transmuted. So I want you to look deep into her eyes right now. I want you to see her pain and I want you to connect to it. And I want you to ask her what she needs from you right here in this moment. What is she telling you?
The confidence in myself, self reassurance,
Mm-hmm.
and the support
Mm-hmm.
that I could actually get support from others without feeling like I have to do it on my own.
Mm-hmm. What else does she need to hear from you? What wisdom can you give her that would make the biggest difference for her right now?
It gets better.
Mm-hmm. What else?
Just that every day it gets a little better.
Yeah, what other wisdom do you have for her in this moment?
That the kids are gonna need a present and happy mom too, not just a perfect mom.
Mm-hmm. What does she need to feel happy?
Uh, just simple things that I used to enjoy, maybe things that I used to do for myself that take up too much time, I feel like lately with the kids.
Can you give her permission to do those things?
Yeah.
Hmm. Can you tell her how important they are? Can you tell her how important she is? And can you tell her that she's not too much? In fact, she's just enough, that she is divine in and of herself. She doesn't need to do anything for anyone to be worthy. She just is worthy. She is perfect. She is wonderful. She's doing the best she can with everything she's been given. I want you to tell her that she's not too loud and she's not too much, but she is perfect, pure perfection. And I want you to give her permission to do the things that bring her joy, knowing that as her cup is full, then she has something to offer everyone else, and not until her cup is filled. And I want you to tell her that that's exactly what she is going to model for her kids, that they are so worthy to fill their own cup up first. I want you to show her that she gets to model that for them. What else does she need to hear from you right now in this moment?
I would say to just keep going after my dreams.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you kind of leave them behind. You have so many conditions and pain every day. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like on a mental level, you want to be somewhere you're not. Physically, you can't, but there's a will, there's a way. She can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I always have.
What color is that bubble around her now?
Blue.
Blue. And how does that blue feel?
It was kind of cold, cool, and breezy, like a nice little spring day.
Mhm. Beautiful. I want you to connect with her again and look deep into her eyes. And I want you to tell this younger version of yourself that you will always be there for her, that you are that she is the most important thing to you, that anytime she needs you, you will come back for her. And I want you to come up with some sort of language, signal, sign, some way that she can get a hold of you and let you know that she needs you. So ask her, come up, talk to her, and come up with a signal that she can notify you with that she needs you. Let me know when you've done that.
There's like a tiger lily flower.
Mm, beautiful. Okay, now I would like you to turn your attention to your ex in this moment. I want you to see him in this image, and I want you to notice that he too has a bubble around him. First impression, what color is that?
Gray.
It's gray. I would like you to go ahead and meet him in that gray bubble. And I actually want you to feel the emotions that he's feeling in this bubble in this moment. And I want you to explain to me, what do you feel from him? What emotions are emanating from him right now?
I would say frustration. I would say um, like incompleteness almost. I would say like almost like a selfish, what did I do type of feeling,
Mm-hmm.
and regret.
What is he regretting right now in this moment?
Uh, Not meeting me plenty of times when I asked.
Mm-hmm. What else?
Um, Spending the time arguing instead of the time finding a solution.
Mm-hmm. What else?
Just, I guess, spending his time elsewhere with his friends 24/7 and partying instead of figuring it out.
Mm-hmm. And I want you to speak on behalf of you in this moment. And I want you to speak to him. What does she need to say to him? I want you to speak on behalf of her. Look into his eyes and speak on behalf of her and tell him everything that he needs to know on behalf of her.
That I'm not even angry, I'm not upset, not mad. I'm just happy that we could be at a place where we're both at peace for once.
Mm-hmm.
And that I wish him all the best and all the best for the kids.
Mm-hmm. Do you want the best for him?
Probably, of course, yeah. I see
Beautiful.
him as family, and I want the best because if he does the best, the kids do the best.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he deserves somebody because I think he needs to work on a lot of things he has to, but
Mm-hmm.
he does. He
Yeah.
deserves love too.
Yeah. Knowing that he's operating from a pain place too. You're both in pain in this moment.
Absolutely. And
So I want you to go ahead and leave him with your healing pink bubble. I want you to tell him that anytime he needs to feel safe and loved and calm, that all he has to do is connect to this pink bubble. And I want you to wish him well. And I want you to wish him all the happiness in the world, because as you wish to him, so shall you get. And we are all interconnected, anyways. You share 3 beautiful children together. You could never break your family apart in that way. So I want you to leave him with so much love. Give him a hug goodbye. And I want you to go ahead and pop out in your mind's eye. I want you to pop out about 30 feet above that scene. Move all the way up 30 feet above that scene. And as you do, I want you to glance down as you're moving up, glance down and see you and him in that moment. That's right. Now, I want you to move back in time, come back to the present moment, right? As you do, I want you to look down and see that all the old structures, because of this work you did, all the old structures are crumbling and falling apart, breaking away, dissolving, resolving with so much ease, grace, and flow. And in their place are beautiful, strong, brilliant structures. New, strong structures, the ones you align to right here and now from this work that you did. And I want you to come all the way back to the present moment. That's right. And I want you to hover right above you sitting there in that chair now. And I want you to make your way down, 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 reintegrating all those parts back together with all these new systems, all in alignment to this new, beautiful energy you've created right here in this experience. I want you to allow that moon roof to open up to receiving all the different parts of you, coming down through the top of the head, reintegrating to the shoulders, the arms, hips, feet, allowing all the new codes, all the new rewiring to recode each and every cell of your body as it comes down. Taking a deep breath in, exhaling out all resistance, allowing all the parts of you to come back together, wiggling your fingers and your toes, coming back into your body, taking a deep breath in and batting your eyes open when you're ready. How do you feel?
I feel relaxed,
Mm-hmm.
calm, a little sad.
Mm-hmm. What do you feel sad about?
Um, that I haven't given my time, I guess, to properly heal and talk.
Like grieve the ending of the relationship?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've spent so much time just talking to myself about it. I don't just talking to anyone else and just in the validation of what I went through, I guess. Because it's still obviously hard to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's still a lot of pain in there, right? If you think about yourself, you are a dynamic being. All the ages you've ever been, everything you've lived in the past, all still resides in your being.
Yeah.
So all the emotions you have not allowed yourself to feel, they're stuck in the body.
Yeah.
So this work, I mean, obviously this would just be step one. When I work with my clients, it's over the series of weeks because what we're doing is we're pulling out all the pain
Yeah.
that you have not grieved yet. And if there's one bit of advice I could give you is it's like allow your emotions are a gift to you, allow yourself to feel them. And you don't have to be scared that that will mean that you're in pain forever. It doesn't. It means once an emotion is emoted, energy in motion, it moves out of your body. You don't feel it. But for those who don't feel it, which I believe is the majority of people, they don't know it's there, they don't feel it,
Yeah.
and it just sits in their body. And what does
Yeah.
it do? So if you look at your husband and you both had all this pain from your childhood, and you got into this relationship with each other with all these unhealed wounds, and then you just
Mhm.
took it out on each other.
Oh yeah.
And and that's what we do.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful thing when we give ourselves permission and the space and the energy to feel our feelings and allow ourselves to be so present with our emotions that we could see them as the gift that they are.
Yeah.
Because another thing is you live with a lot of guilt and shame.
Yeah. I think that's always self-imposed, especially when I deal with the chronic pain.
Well, I mean, the chronic pain is a whole other part of it, which is I believe because of trauma too. I worked with one client, and as we started to heal her trauma, she's like, I've never had this because she had the same thing. Your first chakra that's developed in utero is your root chakra, which is right there at the base of your spine.
Yeah.
And when you do not feel grounded and safe in your childhood, what happens is there's a lot of imbalance on that chakra. So,
Oh yeah. I hug trees and I talk to trees for for my grounding. I actually
yeah.
teach my kids we walk outside barefoot sometimes just for the grounding purposes.
Yeah. And another thing you could do is you could just put your hand right there on that base chakra and you could say, I am safe.
Yes.
I am safe. I am safe. And put that pink bubble around you and remind yourself, I am safe. I am right where I need to be. I am perfection, right? Because you have these limiting beliefs that you have to fit into someone's idea of you, that you got to fit into their box, and that you're too much and that you're too loud. Those are all limiting beliefs that were hardwired on your system in those first 5 years of life. And so obviously there's only so much I could do in this short period of time.
Yeah.
But man, those are the places if you were my client, those are the places I'd go with you is where these beliefs started. And then another thing to look at is where all that physical pain is still going on within your body. It's like it's still an imprint, right? So I would definitely want to work on that.
Okay.
Here's what you can do with the pain. Actually, I'll do it with you right now because you can do it with yourself every day. It'd be such a good thing.
Okay.
Close your eyes. There is a place in your body where the emotions that are tied to this physical pain stem from. Originally stem from first impression. Put your hand on it. I can't see, so I'm just going to trust when you get it. Let me know.
Okay.
First impression, what color is it?
Let's say it's green.
Green. Okay, I want you to reach in and pull all that green out. This utilizes your imagination, but your emotions are tied to color it's the first language we learn when we are born into this world before we have language, which is color and emotions. And so that's why they're stored in our body. So I want you to reach in, pull all that green out, make sure you get it all because that shit likes to hide sometimes. And so I want you to just reach in and tell me when you're done pulling it out because I'm not going to be able to see it.
Okay.
You sure you got it all?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to see that green form like a ball in front of you, all that shit that you just pulled out. Did it change colors after pulling it out?
No, I feel like it's turning on and off, like getting lighter and darker.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I want you to recognize that this green color it is moving in a certain direction. It's rotating in a certain direction. And what you're going to do is you're going to reach out, grab it, and you're going to spin it in the opposite direction. That's right. You're going to spin it faster and faster and faster and faster. And you're going to double the speed, 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 double the speed until you know you couldn't slow it down if you tried. You know you got it. And when you know, I want you to take it and slam it back in. Take it and slam it back in your body, right where you took it from. You got it? Now, when you slam it back in, I want you to notice the difference. I want you to see it breaking into a million pieces. I want you to see it shooting all over your body, penetrating each cell as it goes deeper, 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 recalibrating, recoding, and just notice the difference in how you feel. Take a deep breath in, exhale out all the resistance. How do you feel?
I feel calm and uh and safe, and I would say serene almost, you know.
Mm. So this is something that you can use every day with physical pain. I usually with physical pain, I'll ask you before I start the process, hey, scale of 1 to 10, how intense is the pain? And we could judge it by that. If we get it all out, we can go from a 10 to a 0. Does that tend to happen? No, because this is really stuck old emotion that you haven't
Yeah.
allowed yourself to feel. That's all pain is. And it can scar us. It leaves its impression on us. But I could just tell by your energy, you are very, very different. You have so much clarity that I did not see in the beginning. A real big shift. Any big takeaways for you from today?
Um, Again, that I probably have a lot more um validation to go through, and to kind of give myself time to grieve for the last relationship and being a mom,
Mm-hmm.
and the guilt. But and then I'm more powerful than I realize at times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have very, very high energy, and I don't really bond with a lot of people. So I'm always alone. I'm always kind of in hermit mode by myself. So yeah, maybe it's time for me to actually, you know, socialize and connect to the people that have the same validations that I want and the same goals that I want. And not everybody's bad.
Not everyone's bad. Oh,
Yeah, right.
is that a belief that you have? Everyone's bad?
No, not everyone's bad, but since my best friend had died a couple of years ago from brain cancer, just that every time I got close to somebody, or that I would open up, something would happen, you know, like either they would pass away, or um, they'd move away, or yeah, I would have surgery after surgery, and then I would just be stuck home alone.
Hmm. Well, it's time to change those beliefs, darling. It's time to create the beliefs that you want that serve you, instead
Yeah,
of the ones um, that was downloaded on your track before you even knew it. Like
yeah,
it's just time.
absolutely.
Well, I thank you so much for giving me a little peek into your life and your consciousness. That was a beautiful journey you took me on. And what I really appreciate about you is that you were really, really open.
Oh, thank you.
That is a really beautiful thing. Sometimes I'll take someone through a process for the first time and they will be met with a lot of resistance, and you just were wide open. So I really want to thank you for that because you were so open, you had a really big breakthrough.
Thank you. I
Hmm.
appreciate your time.
Oh, thank you so much. And I would so appreciate it if you could, if you love this and you got a lot out of it, if you would leave me a review.
Yeah,
That would be
absolutely.
that would be so awesome.
Well, it was great. Thank you so much for having me today again, and I appreciate you
Yes,
being
you're
the energy
welcome.
you are.
Oh, thank you so much. And you just let yourself cry, okay? Give yourself permission to cry, and I want you to do your best every single day to let go of a little bit more shame. What shame can I let go of? Your kids are picking up on all of it.
Oh
You
yeah,
don't want them to have shame, then you get to let it go. And I want
absolutely.
you to see that shame in a color. I want you to pull it out every day. I want you to pull that out because you inherited that shame from your parents, and you don't get to hang on to that because we don't want your kids to inherit that.
That's the
Okay?
reason why I'm doing all this, right?
Exactly. It's exactly right. So, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Have a wonderful day, darling.
You too. Take care.